So, dear friends, the question today that we are going to discuss is what is the role of sleep in health and in spiritual progress? Sleep is something that we all understand, from the modern medicine point of view, that it is very essential. Lack of sleep can lead to a lot of problems, including obesity, heart disease, diabetes. Even for children, we say that it is very essential for their decision making, mood regulation, as well as control over their emotions. But how much of sleep, and how to regulate it? Apart from it, what is the role that this plays in the spiritual progress? So, based on your own experience, please share your views. Gandhi sir, yes.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, the sleep is like a day and night. As the night comes, what all your sweat, your work by sweat and all, so you need a rest. So automatically it will take you to sleep. That is the sleep which gives a rest to all of your body and the mind. And sleep depending upon the people who are usually they advise up to 7 to 8 hours, and children they sleep even 12 20 hours also in the young infants. As we grow old, the sleep becomes less also. And the yogis they go for yoga nidra. Even 1 hour is equivalent to 10 hours sleep. So that's what I learned. That is sleep in the health. Whereas in come to the spiritual progress, as the three awaking, that is awake and dream and sleep. That sleep state is that where we forget and we don't feel our body as well as our mind, our surroundings, and that is a we get a dream also. In the dream also we get the dreams, and that we are enjoying the dream. But once the dream goes off, that we forget that the dream is not belong to us. So the sleep state, same sleep state we have to enjoy when you are doing meditation. That we should forget our mind and body. So that's how I feel the sleep,
Thank
the
you.
progress in the
Thank you.
spiritual.
Thank you, Gandhi sir. No, Gandhi sir brought in a very important point. He says that the state that you are there in sleep, the same state, if you are able to enter consciously. Somebody asked Swami Vivekananda, what is the difference between sleep and samadhi? Swami Vivekananda said that if a fool enters sleep, he will wake up as a fool. Whereas if a fool enters into samadhi, he will wake up as a wise man. You know. So there is something that happens in sleep that recharges us. All of us know that if we have not had sufficient amount of sleep, we are not able to focus, we are not able to do our duties, we are not able to feel good within us, feel healthy, and forget about doing meditation or yoga. So we see that in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna brings in this point saying yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapna avabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. In 6th chapter Krishna says that one who observes moderation, regulation in sleep, activity, rest, and eating food, neither too much nor too less. Only that kind of a person can excel on the path of yoga, the yoga which is destroyer of all the sorrows. So, thank you, Gandhi sir. Anybody, any other views? Okay. So let us see what is written in scriptures and what is our understanding. This is what I was telling you. In 6th chapter, Krishna says, "Oh Arjuna, those who eat too much or too little, sleep too much or too little, cannot attain success in yoga, whereas those who are observing moderation in these activities, they can mitigate all their sorrows by practicing yoga." How does yoga mitigate all the sorrows? In this Yoga Nidra practice itself, we saw that we just dissociate ourselves. Dukh Sanyoga Viyoga Yoga. See, the suffering belongs to the body, suffering belongs to the mind, but I am not that. This is how yoga frees us from the suffering. So, I just got some information why sleep matters, especially for children. See, sleep recharges kids' bodies and brains. So they can feel calm, refreshed, make good choices, have a healthy weight, and pay attention in school. The memory also, it plays a very important role. Whereas after 1 or 2 nights of less sleep, you see that they are not able to concentrate, they are not able to learn properly, have trouble in sports and games, more meltdowns, making poor choices, zone out in their thinking process. And then as they become more chronically sleep deprived, feeling of sadness, anxiety, palpitations, and surprisingly, people think that if I don't sleep, I will lose weight, but lack of sleep generates such chemicals in the body that you become obese. There are inflammatory factors that are released and increases the risk for diabetes also. And such people are also more prone for substance use. So between 6 to 12 years, it is recommended that they sleep for 9 to 12 hours, and then later 13 to 18, 8 to 10 hours. These are some important researches where one research was done in US. It was a longitudinal research where people observed that at young age, if people were sleep deprived, for a considerable amount of time, then later on in life, they had higher chances of developing heart diseases. So these are some things which are not visible. Suddenly we see, oh, a lot of people are having heart diseases. Suddenly there is cardiac arrest or accelerated, coronary arteries, atherosclerosis. Many people are undergoing stent operations. So we see, oh, we don't know from where it has come. But if you properly observe, sleep is the major culprit. Now, earlier days, we say that 20 years ago, the prevalence of these conditions were lesser. Now, why they are increasing suddenly now? So all these, I think the credit goes to our exposure to internet, digital media, where typically everybody has time only late night. That is called as the self time, but it is not self time. If it was a real self time, then you would have meditated on your real self. So here we keep on browsing, entering into others' lives, or doing things which activate the mind just before it wants to shut down. And then naturally, the routine is such that you have to get up in the morning, children go to school, your routine starts, but night you have binged watched something. So in this way, I feel that because of this too much stimulation to the brain, especially late evening, when we do not prepare ourselves, we do not shut down ourselves properly, the mind remains half shut, half open, and throughout the night, it remains superficial. It never goes deeper into sleep. And that is the reason that over a period of time, we suffer from chronic sleep insufficiency, which enhances these TNF alpha and these inflammatory markers, insulin resistance, obesity. And that is the reason that I feel that the generations which are coming up are having higher prevalence of heart disease. So if we do not take care of it, if this keeps increasing, then I feel that these problems are only going to increase. Now, Patanjali looks at the sleep from a different perspective. Patanjali actually includes Nidra as one of the vrittis. So, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Patanjali says yoga is a state where there is a nirodha of all the chitta vrittis. So, there is nirodha of sleep also. Then how is it then, that if sleep is so essential and yoga means that you are doing nirodha or not going into the state of sleep, then will it be healthy? So there is a contradiction where Krishna is telling that there should be a moderation in sleep, whereas Patanjali says that nidra is a vritti that you have to overcome. So here one thing that we have to understand, that Patanjali in his next sutra also says that vrittayah panchatayah klishta aklishtaha. These vrittis can be klishta or aklishta, means they can either be a cause of suffering or may not cause suffering. When will sleep become a klishta or a cause for suffering? When the sleep is too much, if you sleep too much, then tamo guna increases. When tamo guna increases, you become dull. Your body becomes heavy. All the pranic channels get clogged. You have a tendency to develop the disorders of kapha dosha. Especially people who have habit of sleeping in the day for a long time, they definitely have kapha disorders which manifest in the form of sinusitis, chronic colds, chronic coughs, weight gain, stiffness in the body, constipation, chronic aches and pains. These are the manifestation of excessive sleep. Okay, so here the sleep becomes a klishta, or if it is too less and person has not gained an access to yoga. See, if you have access to yoga, which means what? Which means tadadrashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. When the observer is established in his own real self, that is yoga. Yogo bhavati dukkha. Then yoga takes you beyond sorrow. Now, in that state, you do not require sleep. In fact, you transcend sleep. Like Gandhi sir was saying, you reach a state of such deep rest, such deep metabolic rest. BMR goes so down, oxygen consumption becomes so low that you are rested even more than you can go in sleep. Now, all of you, if you were there in the Yoga Nidra practice with me today, we cannot say that you were sleeping. But when you wake up, you feel fresh. You feel more rested than the sleep. So if yogis are able to remain in that state, then definitely sleep becomes a vritti. But if we are not able to reach that state or we are still the beginner, then moderation in sleep is required in spiritual progress. Patanjali defines sleep as another vritti where chitta does not project anything. And definitely, this is a later vritti, which is a vritti which should be taken later on in the progress of yoga. Initially, you should try to tackle the viparyaya, vikalpa, those kind of vrittis. Means the imagination and the roaming over the past. Those kind of vrittis should be tackled first. Sleep later in the progress of yoga. Now, very interestingly, Patanjali also describes a meditative technique where sleep, nidra, swapna nidra, jnana, alambanam va. Patanjali says that you can reach the state of samadhi or higher states of consciousness by the knowledge of dream and sleep. This is what Gandhi sir was telling. If, I can enter sleep consciously, then that is samadhi. So yogis have done these kind of techniques also, where when they want to sleep, before that they perform deep meditation, and the only objective of that meditation is that I am going to watch. I'm going to watch whatever comes non-judgmentally. So they pray, they meditate, and the only objective they have is that when the sleep will come, I will watch it. When it remains, I will watch it. When it goes, I will watch it. Slowly, slowly, with these, or if a person is deep in devotion, he has done a lot of japas and then goes into sleep, then that japa continues in the background, even in sleep. Then he becomes deeper than the sleep. With such people, what happens is that they are able to observe their dreams. They are in the initial stages, they can do lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming means that you start becoming aware within a dream that it is a dream, and then people can even modify their dreams to, take out their karmas or latent impressions which they cannot satisfy in real life. These are advanced yogis who do that. And slowly, initially, if throughout the day you have been aware, if you have been mindful, you will see that that habit of mindfulness will continue in your dream, it will continue in your sleep. When you reach that state of mindfulness in sleep, then you will be able to feel the fragrance of inner bliss that comes towards the end of the yoga nidra. The same is coming every night to you. But we are drawn so much, to the external, that the witness is lost. And that is why this very, you can say, an accessible kind of a meditative technique, we are not able to utilize it. Similarly, another very beautiful yogic text known as Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, where Shiva teaches 112 meditative techniques to Parvati. There also some sleep related techniques are told. Here in this sutra, it is written, at the point of sleep, when the sleep has not yet come and the external wakefulness has vanished, at this point, that being is revealed. So, just when you lie down on the bed today, say, my wakefulness will go, but when the sleep comes, I want to watch it. Have this immense willpower, strong willpower that you want to watch your sleep, then you will get an access to another dimension. Waking, sleeping, dreaming, know you as light. Another meditative technique is know that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are light, you are consciousness. This is what we do in the morning. If you just carry this memory throughout the day, then also that feeling that you are light will give you an access to that domain where you enter in sleep. No, it is such a wonder. Sleep is such a mystery. Every night we go into it, come back recharged, but we do not have mastery over it. We cannot go into it at will and come out at will. But yogis do. Yogis do, and they even have access to deeper dimensions than sleep. So therefore, sleep is a very, very beautiful aspect of our life, but we can, become more aware of it, learn from it, and meditate on it. If you wake up in the morning, imagine a day when you had a very nice sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you know that you slept very well. How do you know? Because there was something who was watching, who then tells you that the sleep was nice. So that fellow who tells us that the sleep was nice is our target. Now, when we wake up in the morning, what do? We are still in that state, half asleep, half awake. If you properly see, it is a deep meditative state. What do? How do we spoil it? The next thing, the very next thing that we do is take up our mobile and check our emails or WhatsApp messages. So it is gone. Whereas, like you chew a chewing gum, keep on taking juice out of it. If you can just stretch this, do nothing, switch off your mobile, switch off TV, switch off everything. You have got up, still the sleep lingers, but you are aware, awake, you can watch it. You are doing nothing, but it is blissful. Remain in that bliss. Stretch that lingering effect of the sleep as long, as far as you can. This is very deep meditation. It can do wonders to your health, to your well-being. Now, people have been able to stretch this till the afternoon, till the evening, till they sleep again. So with abhyasa, this comes. This is a very beautiful meditative technique accessible to all of us. So I request all of you to just become aware of these phenomena and use them in your day-to-day life. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, any doubts about what we discussed, we can discuss.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir,
Yes,
how are you? Sir,
Bhaskar
my
ji.
small doubt too.
Yes, yes.
What time we have to go to bed, sir?
If you really want to know the answer from the yoga philosophy point of view, then the whole creation goes to bed after sunset. सूर्यास्त होने के बाद में ज्यादा एक्टिविटी नहीं करना चाहिए, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी नहीं करना चाहिए, मेंटल एक्टिविटी ज्यादा नहीं करना चाहिए, शट डाउन होना शुरू हो जाना चाहिए.
ओके.
तो मुझे लगता है कि हमारा जो डिनर है वो 6:30 7 तक हो जाना चाहिए और 8 8:30 तक हमको सो जाना चाहिए. That's also I
Exact,
am
sir.
expecting. और उसके बाद मॉर्निंग में सूर्योदय के 48 मिनट पहले हमें उठ जाना चाहिए. You should get up the 48 minute before Suryodaya. This is according to ancient yogic text, is the time, where your cognitive abilities, the whole, you can say the ozone and the fresh oxygen and the Brahma Muhurta, where the whole creation is rejoicing and preparing for the day. That is the time where we should get up and meditate. You should allow that lingering effect of the sleep to continue. Till we sleep early, we cannot get up at this time. If you sleep late and get up at this time, no use. You will harm yourself. So I've seen many people who are, actually yogis who get up at that time, but the problem is they do not go to bed early. And I have observed even people who have, we used to consider that these people are really great yogis, they suddenly had a massive heart attack. So please, if you want to regulate your lifestyle, you will have to let go of your television, let go of your mobile. People, slowly, if you develop it as your lifestyle, people will know, okay, after 8:30, this fellow doesn't pick up my phone. But ये तो natural जो हमारा जो rhythm है nature के हिसाब से जो सारा creation follow करता है, except human being. We have these lights, tube lights, vehicles running, everything. Okay, emergency situation we can understand, but it has become a routine. That is a problem. That is the problem we are facing. तो मेरा एडवाइस तो यही होगा कि हम मैक्सिमम 9 o'clock तक बेड में सो जाएं और सुबह हम लोग एटलीस्ट सूर्योदय के 48 मिनट पहले, मतलब कि वी कैन से दैट अराउंड 4:30 AM वी शुड गेट अप. If you do this, it will do real wonder. It will just change. You will not imagine how much confidence you have in life, doing things. You will never give up, how much energy you will have. And people feel that, okay, if I am sleeping so much, I will be less productive. You will see that you have become 100 times more productive than what you do otherwise.
सर मेरे को मैं चारधाम यात्रा गया था परसों 20 को.
हाँ.
तो ये डे बाय डे कहाँ भी टाइम मिलो मैं यूट्यूब से आपका करते जा रहा हूँ. मैं ये योगा मॉर्निंग टाइम में वो मेरे को ऑक्सीजन का प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं आया सर.
ओहो.
हाँ बहुत तो ऑक्सीजन कम हो गया बोल के एक जना तो गिर ही गया उन्हें. उसको स्मॉल ऑक्सीजन का लगाए थे ना उसको.
ओहो. आपका
पूरा
एज
टीम
कितना
को.
है भास्कर जी? आपका एज कितना है?
मेरा 52 सर.
ओह, वेरी वेल डन भास्कर जी. सुपर.
मैं सुनाया से चले गया सर वो पूरा यात्रा. मेरे को टीवी का प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं हुआ कहीं भी.
नहीं, डेफिनेटली ये मॉड्यूल हमने कोविड के टाइम पे भी इसको यूज किया है, सो इट इज डेफिनेटली ए वेरी यूजफुल मॉड्यूल फॉर कार्डियोवैस्कुलर हेल्थ।
एक दिन टाइम मिले तो नहीं करा, एक दिन मिले तो करे, सो भी वो इफेक्ट हुआ सर बहुत।
वेरी गुड भास्कर जी, प्लीज कीप इट अप, प्लीज कीप इट अप।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
ओके, प्राची
Morning,
एंड
sir.
देन शोभना जी एंड देन प्राची। यस, शोभना जी यू कैन आस्क।
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Actually, some people have this opinion like if they're born in the evening, then they're more energetic and more active in the evening. So they don't get sleep in the night and they tend to more sleep in the morning. So is there any link or?
No, madam, these are just our emotions, our own ideas, no, mental play.
Okay. Okay.
Fundamentally, the whole cosmos, have you seen any other animal doing that? That
I
some
know.
sparrows say that, no, I am a evening sparrow. I will just get up in the evening and do all this. It's all human mind.
And
Otherwise,
one more thing is if there is something like a night work, like call center and all that. So they feel that in the night, if they're working, they can compensate the sleep in the morning and morning full they sleep. So how do they actually can improve their health by getting enough sleep and not sleeping too much in the morning?
yeah, these
Is
are
there any tips?
complexities of our, complex social life. Such people should then, artificially try to create a complete darkness in the day, and then they are exposed to light. But they will have, problems, definitely. But yeah, if it is 100% sure that I am completely doing a night job, then one should, completely make it dark in the day and become a complete night person and sleep in the day. That is the most, useful thing, or the at least this much that we can do, which will be good for their immunity and their health. But worst thing is for the people who have this shift, 2 days night, 2 days day, 2 days night. This is really very bad, very bad. So the whole system should change. Either the person should become a night person or a day person completely. But this kind of a sudden jerk again and again to the system is it really affects especially the immune system. This is my observation. We have also done some sleep researches, done polysomnography recording in the night, and I observed what effect it had on me, when I was sleep deprived. So as far as possible, if there is a choice, we should avoid it and try to attune ourselves with the nature. Then our growth will be effortless. But if we go against that, then we end up spending a lot of energy overcoming unnecessary struggles. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I had seen some cases, those who are working night duties, they gone depression, and also they are migraine and a lot of high BP and all. Some patients, and they left the duty.
Hypertension, definitely, it's because of lack of proper sleep. Yes.
Then they left the job also because they do work in the night. And when they come to the day, they has to do some work like family work also, like taking children to school or taking afternoon meal or like this. They cannot sleep completely as they do in the night. So that is the problem, those who are
It
working in the
really
night.
hurts me, Gandhi sir, especially young people. They abuse this body, gift of God like anything. Night they want to do some other job. They want to they feel that they have lot of willpower to do things, but this is after certain duration of time, it takes a toll on their health.
That's the reason I asked this question, sir. I see so many youngsters doing this, and they always give the reason we are compensating by sleeping in the morning. So
No, it
I
doesn't
keep
work
on
that.
advising, but that's why I asked, is there any
The reason
technique or
now,
tips?
you see any cardiovascular unit, emergency unit, how many young people are coming with heart disease? Was it there before? This sudden change in lifestyle, you think that you have complete mastery over your systems. You don't realize that we are a part of this creation which functions with certain laws. Earth revolves around the sun. So there is a rotation that Earth makes. There are certain things that all the creatures in this planet do. Yeah, there are animals which go in the night And they are only in the night. Daytime, they are not seen at all. The human being is seen in the night also, in the day also, every time. This doesn't work that way. So, lack of understanding, this is ignorance, madam. This is not confidence, this is ignorance. Okay, Prachi, then Lalita ji, and Shubhankar ji. Please unmute. Lalita ji, you can unmute.
Good morning. Namaste, sir.
Yes.
Sir, recently I came across something to do with mudras, where there are certain mudras which help you to sleep. There are certain mudras which help you with different aspects of your health. So in that, there was one particular mudra for, if insomnia and when you're sleepless. That I found practically, and I'm not just for the past 10 days, I've been practicing it. I found that to be pretty helpful, sir.
How do you do that, Mudra, Lalita ji? Can you enlighten us?
Sir, I'll send a picture of that because it's with the hand. I'll try to say.
Okay, you share with us. Probably in some of the session, we will talk about mudras and the mudra.
Yeah, I'll do that, sir. Yeah.
Fine.
So that has helped, sir. So mudras also, I think, are one method of improving our health. What do you say about it, sir?
Definitely, definitely. We see, no, in our yoga practice also the chin mudra, chinmay mudra. Definitely, the air moves in different parts of the lungs. No, this modern science cannot explain how these mudras are allowing the different areas of the lungs to be activated. So there is definitely a science into it. These pancha mudras and pancha mahabhutas are connected, and you can, increase the earth and water mahabhuta before you go to sleep. So I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. So this, I'll send a screenshot of what practice is there, sir. There's a video also. I'll share that.
Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so dear friends, we had some very useful discussions. But please remember this, early morning when you get up, you do sleep meditation. This will do wonders to you. This is something which I have been doing for quite some time now, and it is really, really very helpful. Yes, Preeti ji.
So thank you very much for this session on sleep. On a lighter note, I must also say that people who pick up their phone the first thing in the morning is one of the signs of addiction. So should all be addicted. Like, who get up in the morning and take a cigarette, they're supposed to be addicted. Similarly, those who don't want to fall into the bracket of addiction, please stay away from the phone. And the second thing I wanted to say is regarding sleep, caffeine, coffee and tea. Those who have 6 hours before they go, they intend sleeping will not allow them to sleep because that is the tea half of caffeine. So, for example, if you want to sleep at 9 o'clock, you must make sure that you have whatever caffeine you have before 3.
Yes.
So people kind of tend to binge on a lot of coffee also, especially students. So we have to be really careful if we want them to have a good sleep. The third thing is to keep the phone out of your bedroom because that blue light will definitely affect the secretion of melatonin hormone, which helps to you to go to sleep. So I think mostly we talk about children, but I think parents should be role model. They should have a basket in which they keep all the phones of the house, say around 9 o'clock, and say that no, none of us are going to use this, and this basket is going to be in the sitting room or in the hall away from our bedrooms. So that's important. Also, exercise and exposure to sunlight in the morning actually helps you to sleep at night because that stimulates the pineal gland. So I think these are very, very small tips, and sleep is so important. And really, those who don't get sleep really feel the pinch sometimes. So we think, yes, there are so many aspects of sleep, but small things, if we can take care, it would be wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this session.
Thank you, Preeti ji. Very, very useful insights. Completely agree with these scientific points that you have told, and I hope everybody here will adopt those advices. Sandhya ji, yes.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I could understand all the points were said and what we have to follow. But the thing is, major challenge what we are facing is how to convince such people, say between 25 to 35 years, that age, especially they get into this more, what I have observed. But as you know, we cannot tell them, go to sleep early, get up early, have good sleep. See, it's only, it's a slogan from our end, but they never understand the importance of sleep and their daily disciplined life situations. So my request is, sir, one is it can be a short video. It should impress such young folks. Okay, sir. And they should know and not only 25 to 35, even below and also above. They say, I have to do a lot of homework, I have to study, I'll get up late in the day and all. So this is too much happening, sir, actually. And my request is 15 minutes strong punching for them. For example, if you share, people will listen. Then we telling with our own children also, you say sleep early, they won't do it. So I request that to be shared to us, because so many people, I keep seeing them getting up late in the day, and their habits are so, and most of them have become so lazy, and they have become obesity also. They gone into so many things, are actually.
Yes.
And
we can do it, Sandhya ji. No problem.
Please, sir, because thousands of people we can reach.
There may already be such videos, may already be there. Preeti ji, any ideas?
Yes, sir. There are videos. I will share some. I will share the links next time. I'll get them ready and I'll share some next time. Yes, sure.
So my request is, let it be only short time, that is 15 minutes, point to point addressing, sir. Because it is like a discussion, they don't have patience to listen also. I want to share it with all young folks, so that they should start thinking what happens actually to their physical body first, sir, than yogic body. No, I want them to get corrected in their physical body and mind.
Yeah, we have to show them scientific evidence only, as I showed, no, cardiovascular disease, it was published, and those relationships. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Fine. We can do that, Sandhya.
Oh, please, sir. Please. Great. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Prachi here, sir.
Hi, Prachi. Yes.
So I agree with Sandhya ji and Preeti ji. So because I'm suggesting my daughter every day. She's in 9th grade currently. And her routine is morning 7 to 3 o'clock she has school. Once she comes from school, she sleeps. And it is very, I mean, she cannot avoid her sleep basically. And in night, some around 10 o'clock she gets up, and again she wakes up night 3, 4 like that. Again she sleeps. So I'm really worried about like I'm suggesting her, but she says that she cannot study in daytime, and she gets tired, and in the night only she can study well, like that. I mean, and yes, I completely agree. I mean, her physical body is getting disturbed because of this routine. But I'm currently not able to help her basically in this routine. So she's skipping her dinner, and
you have to do activities what she really enjoys when she comes back from school for some time. Take her to a mall if she wants, or take her to anything that she really finds more interesting than sleep. So at least for a week, if we put up a routine like that, then push that timing little later. See, anyway, she is, getting up early in the morning. She just has to modify a little bit, sleeping at that time, early morning, she's sleeping. So
okay, early morning in the sense she gets up at 6:30 because her school is at 7. So she has to get up in the morning.
But she sleeps at 3 a.m., is it?
3 a.m. she sleeps, and 3 a.m. she sleeps again, and 3 p.m. again she sleeps.
Yeah, I know. So here 3 p.m. when she comes, you have to have some plan or some class or something that is more exciting for her than sleep. Initial 1 or 2 day it will be difficult, but then if it shifts little bit later, and from 3 if it shifts to 8 p.m., then definitely everything will come in a beautiful routine. So we have to do something in that direction. Is it possible to do anything where at 4 o'clock she has something which she is really interested in doing at 4 p.m.?
Yeah, sure, sir. And I'll find out some
Let her
interesting
join
things
some
for her.
class only like that, whatever she's interested in.
Yes, sir. Sure. And also, just wanted to share one of my observation. So, if I'm getting into sun early in the morning, once I get up or in sun for a walk, only 10 minutes is also enough. Then in the evening time, when I'm going to bed, I feel sleepy. I myself will start feeling sleepy, and it helps actually. I mean, initially I was not able to sleep even though I'm in the bed, but this helps. Early morning, 10 minutes in the sun is really helpful in the evening.
Yes, Prachi. This is actually evidence-based. We did a review study, and just that paper got accepted for publication, where the review title was, "What is the best time to perform yoga?" The timing for yoga. And so far in the studies, in the literature search, what we observed was that if you do yoga in the morning, especially the time was 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Within that time zone, if the yoga is done, it enhances night sleep quality. Whereas if you do yoga between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., it actually disturbs night sleep quality, especially the activating kind of yoga, Bhastrika, Surya Namaskara, fast yoga. But if you do the GYR, Yoga Nidra, Trataka, those kind of yoga in the evening, that improves night sleep quality. So definitely there is evidence behind what you are saying. So these are the things we should observe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of you. Namaste. See you next week.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Namaste.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.